Okay, so no, I did not watch the trailer when it dropped. The teaser trailer, at least anyway, through the Super Bowl, because I wasn't watching the Super Bowl this year. I haven't really since Colin Kaepernick was railroaded the way he was. But beyond that, I know that the official trailer dropped during Black History Month, and I was being very specific about not doing any non-Black content during Black History Month. So here we are now in March, and we have the Mandalorian and Grogu trailer. So I am caught up on all of the Mandalorian. I think the last season actually wasn't that bad. People want to make it out to be. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they're going to wrap up Din Djarin and Grogu's story with the movie specifically, because as far as I know, this is supposed to be it for them. So let's see what Jon Favreau has in store for us. Okay, that looks cute. Honestly, this looks like a really long extended episode of The Mandalorian. Doesn't look like it's anything specific per se. Doesn't look like it's like, I mean, The Mandalorian and Grogu has already been like its own story within the Star Wars canon, right? The universe is very vast, it's very big. A lot of people are doing different things, right? As I've been told in certain videos where I argue about whether or not Ezra should interact with Luke Skywalker. But that's a argument for another time. But with specifically, obviously, the Mandalorian and Grogu, their story has been separate, and then they're just bounty hunters. They're just doing their own thing. They have people they care about and people that they've helped in terms of fighting back against the Empire, because they obviously have no love for the Empire. So it's kind of interesting to see that there's a little bit of that in there, as well as, you know, the argument like this isn't about revenge, it's about preventing another war from happening. So this is obviously that in between time before we get to the sequel series. So it'll be interesting to see how this lines up, obviously, with everything, right? This is still the early days of the New Republic, right? So we're not even into bloodlines or anything like that. Like, this is before basically the rise of the First Order. So it'll be interesting to see again how the seeds are being planted in the background, and then of course the regular degular everyday folks of the Star Wars galaxy and how they deal with that. So no, it looks good. I like the idea that Din Djarin is talking about the fact that Grogu is going to live centuries beyond him. So that's one thing I'm very interested to see in terms of, we know Grogu's out there, so what is he doing, right? Obviously, in the terms of the sequels, he's not even 100 years old yet. So depending on his alien species, is he still a kid? Is he a teenager at that point? Like, we have no idea. So it will be interesting to see as they continue the Star Wars canon and the lore down the road, where exactly Grogu will pop up again and what he's been doing. So because obviously everyone wants to see him be a Mandalorian Jedi, but he never did Jedi training. So yes, he's Force sensitive, but he's not a Jedi. So it'll be interesting. So yeah, I'm a Star Wars nerd, so there's a lot of wheels turning in my mind in terms of this compared to some of my other reactions. But Mandalorian, Grogu, what did y'all think about it? Let me know in the comments. Let me know what your theories are in terms of how you think this is going to end. What do you think might happen to Grogu down the road? I'm curious to see what everyone else thinks. But as always, I'm a coming author. Thank y'all for getting caught up with me on my favorite media, and God stay the same. I'll catch y'all later. Love y'all. Peace.